Let's do it.
Jacob, let's go.
Yeah, thank you, dude, for being here. Shout out to all the Tiger fans. I see everybody here for Tommy and Hayden. Let's celebrate some Tigers. We got Tiger football coming up. So, first of all, I want to shout out your show. You guys do a show every day. Maybe tell everybody where that is, where they can find that, and what you do every day.
A lot of LSU baseball fans here today. Love seeing that. And of course, we all love our LSU baseball. But football season is coming up. But, yeah, we do Off the Bench, me and T-Bob Hebert.
Love it.
Every morning, 7 to 10 a.m. You can hear it throughout Louisiana, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Alexandria, and up in the Port City, 3-1 Great. Also, Sirius XM, I do Off Campus 2 to 5.
Let's go.
Every single day on College Sports Radio, channel 84 there. And I do that from my house, man.
From the house?
Yeah, I do it from the house. Got a studio there. So I've got 5 kiddos. So anything I can do from the house helps out a little bit.
That's awesome. How do you balance that? 5 kids, you're obviously doing stuff in radio, media, traveling, that kind of stuff. How do you balance that?
I've got the greatest wife of all time.
That's it.
Because if I didn't, look, it is like divide and conquer.
That's right.
At this point, today earlier I had my oldest son. He had a football scrimmage. They're at a birthday party in Pensacola. So we're like going all over the place a little bit here. But I could not do it without her. So I married up.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a good partner, right? That's how behind the scenes, all that. But if you guys aren't aware, Jacob is a national champion for our LSU football team in 07, right?
Yeah,
07. That was my freshman year. What year were you?
I don't think you need to say that part of it.
That's all right. We're not that far apart. We were on campus together.
Yes.
You were a senior?
Yeah, I was a senior in 07.
That's awesome.
I was the old man on the team, though. I was already married in the whole bit, yeah.
You were married in college?
Yeah, I got married right before that season.
I love that.
It was kind of cool, though, because that entire season I got to share with my wife in bowl trip. When you're married in college, they get to go to the bowl trip as well.
Damn.
And that was
awesome.
a natty.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of cool, yeah.
You guys played Ohio State that year, right?
We did.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I do radio with Bobby Carpenter, who was like an Ohio State legend. He's basically like the mayor of Columbus still. And I still talk trash about that game. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good you get to beat a big brand like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that. Big brand.
Yeah.
Number 18. Was that your number all throughout college? Because I know that's now a tradition, right? So they just named the number 7, number 18. Talk to me what that's like for you and what that means.
Oh, it means everything to me. It's like the ultimate honor for me and my family. Like the national championship obviously is going to always be the highest pecking order, but like an individual deal more than like all SEC or any of the All-American stuff, like being a part of that tradition. Because a national championship quarterback, Matt Mock, chose me to wear that number. I'm like, I'm some like squirrely freshman. Like I don't know what he saw in me, but I'm glad that he did. And then now being a part of that, man, it's a fraternity, and we have like a group chat. Like today, Mekhi Wingo gets named number 18, and one of the greatest joys is like adding him to the group chat. Hey, fellas, welcome Mekhi to the group, and we keep in touch. Foster Moreau, who was just going through something incredibly serious.
Yep.
Like when he's going through that, it's kind of cool to see it play out on the chat. Like anything we can do for you, let us know. And of course, Foster's like the ultimate competitor. He's like, oh, I'm going to beat it. Like it's fine. Like I'll do it. But just to be a part of that, it really means like everything to not only me, but my family as well. You see, we got the 18 logo is for my foundation. And so, using the other 18s to kind of give back to the community as well.
No, it's something that is absolutely amazing. I think you've laid a great groundwork too. Even on the baseball side, Mikey Matzek started that tradition shortly after that. And that's something really cool that I know LSU baseball fans love, and something that's just really cool from an alumni perspective too. Like you said, it is a fraternity, and it's really cool to see guys aspire to have that number, that kind of stuff too. So
yeah, and look, it's not always going to go to necessarily the best player.
Right.
Like that's not what it means.
Right.
It means somebody that is the ultimate Tiger on and off the field. And one cool thing, and by the way, Mekhi's an All-American, so it can go to a really good player as well.
Yeah.
But one of the cool things, when Benny Logan, who wore 18, was getting drafted, the Eagles came in and they were talking with Jack Marucci, who, you talk to the training guys to kind of get an idea of who a guy is off the field. And they got to the character portion. They're like, oh, well, he wore 18. We'll don't have to even talk about that. And like to me, to hear a story like that is pretty cool, because that means they trust you in any situation on and off the field. So kind of cool.
Dude, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. So it's football season's upon us. Kim Mulkey did her thing. Jay Johnson did his thing.
How about Jay?
Oh my God.
He's
the best.
Mulkey's the GOAT. Jay's soon to be one of them. The work ethic that Jay Johnson has is incredible. He never turns it off. I'll tell you a story about him. During the lockout, I'm working out, and I was with the Chargers. We're working out at USD on their campus.
Yeah.
And it's 2011, I think was that year. And I see this assistant coach for San Diego grinding in the weight room all the time with like these 3 players. And I'm like, all right, who is this guy? He's always in here. The head coach wasn't in there that much, and I introduced myself, and it was Jay Johnson.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, and so when he became available, I'm like, Scott,
go.
You got to go find a way to get this guy. So he's always been that guy.
I love that. I mean, they said his first day, he got off the plane, he worked till like 4 a.m. He was calling people, talking to all the players and everything, getting his guys in there.
I mean, I've seen it at a very high level, but I don't know if I've ever seen anybody like him.
Dude, it is.
And now all the pressure, like you're about to say,
I know.
On BK, you're number 2.
Yeah, that's. I mean, LSU fans love that. They're gonna run with that and everything. But yeah, no, Jay Johnson, he's building a dynasty. I can't wait to see what they're doing this year. But yeah, BK's got some pressure on him. The team looks good though.
Looking in last year, the win total was 6.5.
I know.
And you go out there, you smash that.
Yep.
You get to Atlanta. Now it didn't go your way, but you still played pretty well, certainly offensively, like to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to take to get back to that point. And so now that's the expectation. Same thing with LSU baseball. You go and have a year like that, well, you better go win one the next year. But the best part about it is he embraces all of that.
Yeah.
Like he wants to play the best teams. He doesn't want LSU Alabama or LSU Florida to ever go away.
Yep.
And he talks about, that's why I'm here. I'm not here to play directional school U. I'm here to play in those games. And so, I mean, we're going to find out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing a real deal Holyfield, Florida State national championship type team. And he embraces those kind of games, which I think you have to at a place like LSU.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So give us a hot take. I'll let you get out of here. I know you want to go walk around with Jackson a little bit, but give us a hot take. What do you think? How's the team looking? Little prediction?
I think they get back to Atlanta.
Love it.
Yeah, they beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa. They get back to Atlanta. Now that's a challenge.
Are they 8-0 till Alabama?
I think so, man.
Okay,
I really do. I mean, I think that's this kind of year for LSU.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that you stay focused in the games that aren't Alabama, that aren't the big ones.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
You can't have A&M like you did a year ago, right?
Yep.
Even Arkansas game, you won, but you can't have a game like that. That's how you go from a great team to a championship team. And so I'm looking for them to make that next step. And I think they get back to Atlanta. And then once you get to that point, now you got to find a way to slay the giant.
Exactly.
The standard. I mean, they are. Georgia right now,
100%.
what they've done back-to-back. And so I like LSU to get to that point, and then we'll see what happens once they get there. But high expectations for the Tigers, man.
High. 9.5 win total is a lot different than 6.5 last year, right?
I mean,
over-under.
It's a big jump.
That's a big jump.
That's a big jump. But I would, I would definitely lay that bet.
I love
over 9.5 for sure.
I love it. 3 names. Who are some 3? I know there's some popular names. Give me some names that you're looking out for, that you're excited to take that next step this year.
Will Campbell is the best left tackle in college football. He is.
Nice.
I've seen too many times him in practice go against guys even like, Harold Perkins and still be successful. I think Will Campbell is about to really burst onto the scene. Not that he wasn't already,
right?
But he's a true freshman.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, he was a true freshman starting left tackle in the SEC. He's one. The guy that just got number 18, Mekhi Wingo.
Yep.
He's an All-American. I mean, I know Mason gets a lot of the, the credit. He should. I mean, Mason is an absolute stud. Mekhi was an All-American. He graded out the highest as any defensive tackle in the country last year. Played 30 more snaps than any defensive tackle in the country. So he was out there. A ton. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. And then you got to have a guy in the secondary step up. And it's got to be Major Burns leading the charge from the safety position. He was hurt last year. When he was in there, it was a different secondary last year. So they've got to have him stay healthy. He's got to be a leader back there because it's really the one position group, safety and corner, that you probably got the biggest questions.
Love it. I mean, that's some expert. I almost cursed right there. I'm trying to keep it PG. I usually curse on my podcast, but there's a lot of kids here. So good stuff, Jacob. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Go enjoy the rest of the show. We all thank you, from the Collectibles community, everybody here that's a Tiger fan. Thank you for the time. That's obviously the most valuable asset, especially you said you have a huge family. So we all appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll be looking forward to watching the show and football season this year.
I appreciate it. There's 2 Charger fans in Louisiana. They're both here today, me and my son. So we're about to go see if we can find anything Charger in the building right now.
You guys heard that. Anybody has any Charger stuff, be ready. Jacob's coming around looking.
That's right. Appreciate it, brother.
Yep.